Welcome to Leo for Leos. This is a channel featuring intuitive tarot readings for the astrological sign of Leos, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm also a Leo, so this is why the channel is called Leo for Leos. Cross watchers and fellow readers are welcome. However, I do want to give you a heads up that I read the cards as I see them and not always the way that it's traditionally done. So let's get started. I'm going to be using the Smith-Waite Tarot Deck, the Centennial Edition. And I bought this tin from Amazon. I'm not sponsored. I did a little bit of pre-shuffling, but let's do a little bit here. This is for the first week of March. Many of you have probably noticed that my nails used to be very long and now they're short. And that is because one of them broke, and so all of them had to go. Ridiculously high standards. It looks so awkward to have one short nail and then all these long nails. So I had to cut them and start fresh, which is a great thing to do for March. There is a feeling of a fresh energy coming in through for March. So let's see what the messages for Leos are coming through, and if there are any messages that are particularly inspiring or solutions to the things that may come up. Solutions, like that. Looking for solutions for my Leos. Okay. Proper attitudes and strategies to help us with life in general. This is for the first week of March. So let's get started. How many times has this card come up for us as the first card in a reading? Oh my God, too many times. I'm also starting something new where I'm just doing a 6-card spread to keep the videos from being ridiculously long like they usually are. So, let's see, I'm trying to even this out for you guys. All right, first week of March. Rough territory. So one of the main things is really trying to get all of the feelings of January and February, which was like trying to sort out your truth, sort out what you want out of life, sort out like some of the issues that you're noticing that you want to work on and you want to improve. And there is a you know, that feeling of like that pity party, but it's not as intense as a pity party. Leos know what it is that they need to work on, and this is probably the most positive turn of events for this card, where it's actually on the positive spectrum of like looking at what you actually have and seeing the flaws in things for what they really are and working on them. That's the key issue here. Like there is this feeling of something's wrong, you know what it is, and you're looking at it. You're actually taking a look at it. Okay? So there is a little bit of like, this may not work out. I'm not sure if it's going to work out, right? uncertainty, looking forward. And then there's this unsatisfaction person trying to bring his present moment, his present feelings to the present. Does that make sense? Oh, he's trying to bring the thing that's missing into his reality. Okay? Okay, and you're well aware of the things that didn't work out in the past, and you're well aware of the things you need to work on. So that's a powerful place to be. Let's find out. Okay, before I shuffle, I want to get to this Ace of Wands, because it looks like this Ace of Wands is where the breakthrough kind of happens from this feeling, which is there's a passion for something very palpable, like a very real thing that you're going after, and that passion is present. It's there, and it's kind of driving all of this inner thought and all this inner work that you're doing. Now let's find out a little bit more about this passion that you have. See about this passion. Okay, this is something for yourself, something that you that makes you happy inside, something that gratifies you in a way nothing else can. It could be something as silly as knitting. I mean, knitting isn't silly. We all need sweaters and mittens, but it's like, it's not a thing that people are gravitating towards as a career. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of those things that people are like, oh, you've just saved the world by knitting. However, right? And you know, a knitted scarf can be one of the most life-saving things if you're in like 0-degree weather and you need something wrapped around you. So it may not look like it's like you're saving the world, but in a way you kind of are, in a small way. You're contributing to society, and it makes you feel good. It makes you feel good. If for some people it may be like baseball card collecting. I'm not sure if they're probably still doing that, or greeting cards, or crafting, or doing your nails, or it could be something so very simple, but whatever it is, it's so gratifying to you, and it fills your heart with so much joy. Sorry to go off on a tangent on that, but you know, I was getting the message to really dive deeper into the things that people think aren't necessarily great things, and yet they are. They're sometimes the great things are the smaller things, the small things that matter. Let's find out more about this passion. Okay, there's you had to walk away from something that you put a lot of time and energy on, and you didn't know the outcome when you did that. It could have been leaving a job, or leaving a person that you were, leaving a relationship that you put a lot of time and hope and love into, or even a project that was too encompassing, like it was a project that was too detailed and you had to walk away from it. So that's talking about the past. And now you're looking and assessing what you have and strategizing. Yep, that's what you're doing. You're strategizing. and your heart's in the right place. You want to give. This is a love project, a love child, if you want, if you will, sort of a thing that you want to do because you not only do you love it, but it could actually help people in that small way I was talking about. Very creative. It's a place where you can really dive deep into your creativity, and it makes you happy, and you're willing to defend it. It's not one of those things where it's like it's easy for you to just jump into. You'll have to defend your position where you are. There are people who may say things, or maybe they won't, but there's always going to be, people to say this or that, and you're ready to fight. You're ready to fight for it. Not necessarily that you'll have to fight, but you're ready to fight for it because you believe in it. We've got decisions here. Now, the beginning of the first week of March is not going to be excellent for, it's not going to be good for executing any decisions. But you can make decisions, and I talked about this in the mid-February reading. You can make decisions and then decide to execute them later. So you may make a decision that's really like a big decision. It's the queen of decisions. And this decision, you can actually, if I were in the position of making a decision at this time, it would be the second week or even the third week of March, because that is going to be astrologically the better time to execute any new plans, any new launches, any new plans, any new derivatives, or any new objectives, especially if there's like an announcement attached to it, or you need to rally people behind you. Definitely the end, like the second week of March, the third week of March, and the fourth week of March. Yeah. All right, so let's get into the next card, which is the Five of Swords, which is really about winning at all cost. But in this case, let's get into it a little bit more. I want to find out what the cards say about this. Winning at all cost. Okay, so winning at all cost to create this foundation. This is a good one. This is actually a good winning at all costs to build the foundation. And we've been building this foundation for a long time, and the foundation will not be set or completely built for another like 2 to 3 years. And for a lot of people hearing that, it's just like 2 to 3 years. I don't have that kind of time. I'm really like, I want to get things done now. There's a part of, well, I want to get things done now. That's part of the unsatisfaction, is that things are going so slow. They're not going fast enough. Okay, we had this problem in February. So that's the main reason for like winning at all costs, to create this foundation. Reflecting upon the past in a good way. Finding the things that worked in the past to make the future a brighter place. What worked in the past that can still work now. And also, I mean, when you think of winning at all cost, and then you have this card here, that it's almost complete opposites, because this is more of a cavalier attitude towards things. A light, jovial, fun edge to something that's serious, right? You're going into surgery and yet you're cracking jokes. Something like that. And it may be in having a jolly attitude in public or for the internet. I always somehow associate the swords with the internet. Okay? Not really pushing it too hard. There's fondness for the past here. These guys are happy. This guy is happy. This is actually quite a happy time. It isn't really intense. So there's something about the first week of March where you might be even in your own world. You're like, everybody's doing this other thing. I'm doing my own thing. Right? You're kind of doing your own thing. You're making decisions on your own that you're going to execute later. You're thinking of fond memories. And then Queen of Pentacles. This is all going to be helpful for your pocket, you know, for your money situation. It's going to be helpful for you to keep a light, jovial attitude while you work, while you plan, while you strategize. Let's move on. We have the High Priestess, which is really about spirituality and intuition. So let's find out what these are really about. Hierophant. Another one about beliefs and commitment. So you're committing to your beliefs. It's even stronger than ever. And even if you are a person who prays a lot, you will be praying a lot. You are a person who is into the mystic arts, you will be doing more mystical things. You will be diving deeper into the things that you believe in. And from that, you will find an internal victory, maybe even an external one too. I mean, people can see when you're happy. It can also give people the feeling as if you've figured out something, some sort of secret that they're still trying to figure out. You know, why are you so happy? What makes you so happy? So yeah, that cavalier light attitude, maybe from even, you know, it may be even from dipping into that past that I was talking about before, about looking at some of the old things that used to make you happy and kind of rekindling a little bit of that youthful flair that you had, that maybe you've given up because of some of the bad things that have happened, that you can now kind of, like, you know, you can let loose and have a little fun. So the last card here is the King of Pentacles. Since we've got the victory, ooh, we've got a whole bunch of cards just fly out of my hand, and that is part of the message. Okay, so for King of Pentacles, the Master of Money. Now this could be a person of interest to Leos. Let's find out. The first card would be the first one that went down, and that will be this one. Oh, Legacy card. Okay, let's see. I'm curious. Oh wow. Oh, okay, I'm gonna need to pull a few more just to help me out. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is a person. This is a person. Yep. This is somebody that you've been looking for, whether it's you're a male or a female. This could be a male or a female. Whatever you're looking for. A master of money and their world. A king in their world. So if you're a king in your world, looking for another king, there it is. If you're a king looking for a queen, this is a queen who is capable of being king, who is also a king in her spirit. Okay? And if you're a queen looking for a king, jackpot. If you're a queen looking for another queen, you've got again, a queen who is capable of being a king. What's the difference between a king and a queen? Is just gender. And a lot of times it's also gender roles. So the roles that society has kind of put upon us is in the cards. But it is also like when you talk about the King of Pentacles, it's more of the King of Pentacles, the way he's different from the Queen of Pentacles is that he's more aggressive, and he's more, he's not actually aggressive by nature, but he gets what he wants. Everything he touches grows, just like the Queen of Pentacles. But the Queen of Pentacles is more nurturing in her manner, and the King of Pentacles is a little bit more abrupt, a little bit more stern and stoic in his demeanor. Okay? And are you looking for that in someone? A lot of Leos are. They're looking for someone who's got their own money, who can handle their own stuff. They can build a legacy with. They can grow old together. There's 2 dogs in here. There's loyalty and there's trust. The 10 of Cups, ultimate happiness, joy, a family, finding their home, feeling like their home, that they can have anything that they want. The choices are endless, opening up endless opportunities, wonderful relationships of harmony. Now, does that mean that this person is the one you've been looking for? For some Leos, yes. For some Leos, you might have to still look, but this person represents something, a little twinkle in your eye in the right direction. You're like, ooh, that looks good. There's, now the other cards I have here, I've got this where you're going to probably be doing a little research on this person, finding out who they are. They may be very well known, or on the internet. At least you will be able to, like, I would say, not say stalk, but like check them out and check out all their social media stuff and see what they're all about. which that could be fun when you meet somebody new and you're kind of seeing who they are. But then when you get to know the person, actually get to know the person. Don't use the things that you find to judge. Here, is Leo's thinking about the whole situation. Like, is this something I want to get into, that I want to dip my foot into? Do I want to dip my foot into it? It's what I've been wanting. It's what I've been wanting. Is this the right thing for me? I've been hurt before. I've been knocked down, but I can love again. I can love again. There may be an opportunity and an offer, maybe even, that may intertwine you and this person in a business relationship. And that is the verdict on what that will be is actually something I am blocked from. However, it really stems from the fact that you've been waiting for a long time for all your work to finally start to come true. This guy and this guy, same person. Okay, there's the feeling of like, when is Leo gonna get, a piece of the pie? When are we going to live large? When are we going to be happy? And the truth is that the happiness comes from the smaller things, that the simple things that we're really good at, that we enjoy and we like spending like thousands of hours doing. And we need to dive deep into that. And as I said, there's a secret involved that I'm blocked from, and we'll have to wait to find out about Mr. or Mrs. King of Pentacles. But let's get some angel answers, the oracle cards here, and see if there is an answer for us. I don't know if anyone's got this deck, but I got a defective deck. It seems to be missing a couple of cards, and it's also missing the gold leaf, right? But still, I don't know, I made a connection with this deck, and we are using them. Okay, if you have a question, definitely ask it. But I am in particular asking about an answer for my Leos on this particular reading. Let's go. Okay, let's look at some of this. I mean, we were looking at the past earlier. And so let's see what that means for Leo's let go. Okay, have this little book that comes with it. I'm not sponsored by any of these people, by the way. Let's see. Let go, let go. Okay. The time has come to let go of this situation. Stop focusing on how or when it will be solved, or even why it occurred. Relationships that are unhealthy or unfulfilling should be released in order to allow something better to come along. Don't worry. Source and your angels have everything under control. The key aspect to manifesting your desires is to ask for what you want and then to release it to heaven. If you've drawn this card, you may be holding on too tightly to the way your dreams will unfold. Make a wish and then leave the rest to your angels. That is incredibly awesome advice that I wish I had said along the way. And in a way, I was trying to verbalize it because we have this dream. If you notice all of the last cards of this, let's go through them. The King of Pentacles and the legacy and the happiness and the limitless choices of things to do and the excellent relationship. Those are all like part of that dreaming and that manifesting that we all are doing all the time and trying to create this world around us. And the cards have really, really spoken to us today and said, get out of this feeling here of like things aren't working right, but find the small things that are working right and just let go and have fun with them. We had this card here. This is probably our master teacher card here, besides this wonderful answer, where it's like, don't get too wrapped up into it. Just like have a little fun. Relax a little. Relax a little. Because this is how most of us are feeling right now, like waiting. Waiting, waiting, waiting. We have to let go of the wait. Because the future at this point is in the hands of the experts. We're doing everything we can in our human lives. We're working hard. We are strategizing. We're finding small places that we can tweak things to make things better. We're cleaning out. We are getting ready. We're doing early spring cleaning. And at this point, we have to continue doing what we're doing, but we also have to leave it to the unknown. Well, guys, thank you so much. That is the reading for today. Thank you so much for watching, supporting, and subscribing. If you haven't, please consider doing so for Leo monthly readings and also weekly readings. And be sure to hit the bell icon to be the first to know when my next video gets posted. Many blessings to you, my awesome Leos. And remember, this channel is for you and for you alone.